Hello everybody, it's me, Carrie, and welcome to our final online Bible story for this year. Today is a special day. It is the day that we celebrate the birthday of the church. We call it the day of Pentecost, and it's when we remember when God sent us the Holy Spirit just as Jesus promised He would. I have a beautiful story for you today that comes from the book of Acts, and it's called the Windswept Spirit. There was something special in the air that day in Jerusalem. Oh, it was more than the hot sun beating down on their heads. It was more than the sound of chirping birds or clip-clopping donkeys braying as they dragged squeaky carts full of grain and fruit for the festival of Pentecost. It was even more than the cooing doves or the bleating baby lamb carried to the temple. People traveled from far and wide along many different paths to come to this festival. When you looked around, you saw people of all shapes and sizes, all ages and colors of skin. Some people wore strange and mysterious clothes, and everyone seemed to be speaking a different language. There was something in the air, all right, a kind of commotion, with grown-ups talking, children laughing, and travelers singing to pass the time. Even the disciples, Peter and the rest, Jesus' followers who had been together after his death and resurrection, must have sensed something strange and wonderful in the air that day. Peter and the others were gathered together when all of a sudden it happened. Out of that strange, still air, a breeze started to blow. It was quiet and almost ticklish at first. Then that little breeze got stronger and stronger until it rattled the shutters on the windows. It whirled and twirled between the followers of Jesus in that room and all around them. Faster and stronger the wind blew until it made their hearts beat as fast as the wings of a dove. That wind moved so fast the people felt as if flames were dancing upon their heads. When all of the travelers saw what was going on, they were astonished. The followers of Jesus started speaking to them, but it was as if that wondrous wind made them able to understand one another. And the wind continued to wrap around them, whirling and twirling between them. Some of the travelers thought these followers of Jesus were drunk or crazy. Then Peter, standing with the followers and friends of Jesus, said in a loud voice, "Listen." And everyone became quiet. Their eyes shone and they smiled. Remember what the prophet Joel said, "I will pour out my spirit upon you all. Your daughters and sons will have words from me to you. Old and young will dream great dreams." Peter's words, the words from God, whirled and twirled among the people, bringing them the fiery love of God. Peter told them about Jesus and the promise of the Holy Spirit. 3,000 people joined the followers of Jesus that day. Alleluia. So before God's Spirit came, the disciples had been afraid. After Jesus had been killed, it was dangerous to be one of his followers. But at Pentecost, the Spirit gave them the courage to start sharing love. And that's what the church is. It's not a building. It's not a bunch of people sitting in pews. It's going out into the world and showing love and compassion for everyone. I have a poem I'd like to share with you. We can't see the wind, but we know it's there because it rustles the leaves and blows through our hair. God's Spirit is with us. We know this is true, and people can see it in the things that we do. God's Spirit brings new dreams. God's Spirit brings new life. God's Spirit brings love. God's Spirit brings hope. Thanks be to God. May you have a safe and blessed summer, and see you again next fall.